true legend of South African motorsport engineering, race car development, running, engineering, and an supreme engine builder. Piet Bredenhann. Piet, you helping the Backdraft team with their cars. You enjoying it still?
Yes, it's always a pleasure. You know, racing is in our blood. Tony and I have come a long way, 50 odd years already. So when he calls, I come.
You built rotary engines for Tony when driving Formula Atlantics all those years ago. He was demanding then, and he's demanding now, and thinking all the time, and demanding. When I say demanding, he demands more speed. He wants more speed. He's on the go all the time.
Well, no, development never stops. It never stops. Every time you're looking for half a second. Now, people, when you start the racing, you race for trophies. At the end of your career, you race against yourself for time. That's all it is. If you can go 0.1 of a second quicker, it's better. That is what it's all about.
And your brain, like Tony's, never switches off.
No, never. 2 o'clock this morning, him and I were talking about the suspension on another car we're developing. So when Nelly said, when he farts, then I wake up, and then we talk racing cars.
How do you get on? I mean, apparently he says you snore, you say he snores, and those midnight wake-up sessions when you wake up, they must be some very interesting discussions.
Yeah, but I snore, but he sounds like a pigeon. He doesn't snore, but he does something else much louder.
You've got some more speed out of the blue car today?
Yeah, a little bit. I've got the tire temperature, it's a bit more equal, but it's still a little bit of a high-speed understeer, which I think is aero. So we will work on the wing now and maybe a little bit on suspension. But it's coming, you know. Testing is what it's all about. You cannot come and just be right. You've got to go, and then it's small steps, small steps, small steps. We went 0.2 quicker this morning from yesterday, so obviously we're going in the right direction. So we'll see now in the race, because we're doing another change now for the race. And it's either right or it's wrong. But I think we're on the right way. The temperatures show us that's the route to go. So
you don't get to your stage of life and have run races with as many cars as you've run to take a risk that you, without thinking that it's properly right going into a race.
No, it's always calculated. There's always a escape patch. We always leave a escape patch. If it oversteers too much, you can back off. But an understeering car, you can do absolutely bugger all with it. Understeers until it stops.
Or until it's screwed the front tires to death.
That's how it works. So we want to dial in a little bit more oversteer to save the front tires. But he can drive it on the throttle then. So there's always a gap.
See how he schemes. A clever guy. Schemes. There's a gap. If you do this and it's wrong, there's a way out. It's not a disaster. Piet, thanks a lot for...
Always planning. Always planning.
And you win races way before the actual race.
Well, we try to.
He's just got new eyes as well. Laser operations. And he can see. It's like... Piet, thanks a lot. Have fun.
Okay, bye.
Proper legend. Piet Bredenhann. Race car engineer, man of note, and a hell of a character.